Hello, Steve White, Steve White 89. Well, I have always loved movies. I've always sort of lived vicariously through movies. I grew up in a small town. There wasn't a lot happening, and they were sort of my windows to the world. And I mean, I spent a lot of time inside watching TV, watching movies because there was nothing to do. And I don't regret that at all. I was lucky that my town had well, Tasmania had their own TV station. We didn't have the same station that they had in on the mainland. So, and I think because they didn't have a lot of money to work with, they had a lot of older movies that were repeated, a lot of TV shows that were in syndication. So I watched a lot of 30s and 40s and 50s movies and 50s and 60s and 70s TV shows and that, which I never would have seen on some of the other channels in the mainland that had more money to pay for more current shows. So I'm glad when I was younger I got exposed to them then. I went to uni to study cinema and media, so I got to study film where like every week we would study films and watch old films and the history of film, and it was just great to get that sort of education and to sort of have the ability to actually watch films, because a lot of people can't watch a film that hasn't been made in like the last 5 years, and a lot of people can't make any decisions artistically or creatively of a film's worth unless it's sort of got a box office or a rating or a viewing number that they can attach to it to validate it, because that they can understand numbers and it's safe for them. They can't actually look at a film and work out if it's good or bad or has value. And I just really love movies, and I just wanted to talk about that for a minute because I think they're sort of becoming underappreciated with social media and YouTube and online things that are available now. They're not sort of the center that they used to be. Movies were the center of entertainment. Then TV sort of came in, and then they were competing for a while, and they sort of found some sort of medium at some point, sort of after cable TV, where we sort of got sort of more quality television productions, and movies sort of found a second life on TV. So they sort of found a comfortable sort of medium for a while, and we had a good period for a few decades there. And then along came streaming and YouTube and social media and stuff like that, and now you have kids who are growing up on social media and they've never watched a film. They certainly have never watched a black and white film or a silent film or something from an era that wasn't sort of 5 minutes ago. So I'm glad, and I'm just sort of watching a lot of films now. I sort of had the sort of realization that I have amassed a huge library of vintage films and contemporary films, and I realize if I don't start watching them now, I'm never going to watch them, and I don't want to die without watching them all. So this is my Before I Die movie marathon that I started recently. I'm just it's like, how many movies can I watch today? How many can I get through? How many can I get off the list? I've always referred to the list. Like someone would talk about this film or that film, like, oh, it's on the list. And I'm like, I'm never getting to this list. Like, when am I going to start watching the films on this list? I'm saving them for like when I'm old. Like, and I'm like, not only may I not be old, but even if I am, maybe they won't have DVD players. Maybe all the digital films that I've bought, maybe I won't be able to watch them on any. Maybe there won't be any players then or something. So I need to just watch them now. And if I die tomorrow, I've seen them. If I live to be like 120 or something, well then I guess I'll watch them all twice. But that wouldn't be the end of the world. And it's just been really great. I've been watching films with actresses like Lana Turner. I don't think I'd ever seen a film she was in. I knew who she was. I'd never actually seen one of her films. And I watched a Doris Day film the other day that was a thriller. And I'm just slowly working through all these films, like Black Widow with Ginger Rogers and stuff like that. And it's just been really great, and I'm really enjoying it. And I've sort of been collecting up all my Betty Davis and Joan Crawford movies. I'm going to start going through those. I've watched a lot of Betty Davis's films, but I've only seen a couple of Joan's. And I'm just really enjoying myself. I just wanted to do a video, just wanted to talk about that. And I do fear that there's a lot of people who value social media and value old films and the history of Hollywood and that. But I feel like we're becoming less and less, and sort of all the new sort of media is sort of taking away from that. I mean, I just feel really sad for kids with what they've got now growing up on social media, not having all the great movies and that we grew up with and the great shows that we grew up with. I just hope some of these people realize that there's more out there. And like I know, I was lucky to be exposed to stuff from the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s when I was a kid, and I was aware of I was the youngest of 8 children, and I had my brothers and sisters' experiences with pop culture, and that they were always I sort of learned from them and my mum and dad and that as well, because they were older, and I feel like I just really feel really lucky that I got exposed to all that stuff, and I just feel sorry for kids now who they just live in this little bubble of just what's just come out, what's current, and that's just because that's what the media, what the studios, they're just trying to sell. That's what's current. That's the current product, and that's all they're interested in. That's all these people see, and it's a bit sad. But I'm gonna go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye.